Very good morning, my friends. How are you? Hope you guys are doing very well, and welcome on this new midweek analysis video from Extreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So I believe we are doing really very well again on this week on Extreme Trader Forex Signals Group. As you can see, my friends, these are the results from Monday. As you can see, all of the signals have reached the take profit number one at least, except of course for the CHF-JPY. We closed it with a very minor loss of 13 pips only against more than 80 pips of profit we have made from the other signals. And yesterday, of course, we had just a small loss compared to the big profits that we have made to our clients yesterday in the premium group. So I believe again we are doing fantastic, and again, my friends, the messages from the happy clients are arriving, and for that I'm so pleased and I'm very proud of our work. So Extreme Trader is officially back on its feet, and finally, guys, we are doing it again, and we are up to the expectations and keeping the brand name of Extreme Trader up to the skies. So if you wish to join Extreme Trader Forex Signals Group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today, and hopefully we will see you there. Alright, my friends, so let's now discuss the weekly signals that I have sent last Saturday. I believe almost all of them are not going in the right direction, except for the gold, which is going really so well so far, running in 70 pips of profit. So yesterday we had several news that actually has affected the direction of the market, such as the core CPI news, and of course the treasury auction, which has happened at 9 p.m. Dubai time, 5 p.m. GMT time. These two actually have caused the market to go on the other direction. And if we check the history, we can see that the market actually was going, or the signals were actually going in a, okay, I cannot say a good profit. It was actually going in profit, but however, after this news, suddenly the market has changed the direction. Pound USD was going in 30 pips of profit before this news hit. AUD USD was actually going in almost 40 pips of profit, and so on. So actually, most of the signals were going in profit. USD CAD was going in 32 pips of profit. USD JPY didn't actually go in profit at all. I think USD CHF was also going in 13 pips of profit, and gold still goes in profit as well. So let's now discuss our options, and let's see what's going on in the market for this week. So allow me first to delete the old signal, and let's now discuss what are our options for the Euro USD. Now I have moved to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, we can see that the market is approaching a very promising setup and a support level actually on 1.17448. Most likely what's happening is this. The market actually, let me just show you this. The market has actually created right here a support trend line, and the market seems like it finally has made the bearish breakout from this support trend line. Now what we can expect is the market is going to continue the fall all the way until it hits the nearest strong support level to the structure, and after that we can expect the pullback. Again, remember, I'm analyzing all of that on the daily chart, so we are looking for the upcoming days setup, which means we have to prepare to buy the gold, to buy the Euro USD right on this previous support level. But however, we have to wait for the market to fall for another almost 40 pips before it's going to be valid for the buy. Of course, there are many other things that I'm depending on, but I don't want to make the video so long, so just make it short story. By looking at the daily chart and seeing the long tails right here, we can identify that this strong level of 1.1748 is a very strong level. And right here, actually, my friends, one of the reasons I'm relying on this is the fake breakout that we can see has appeared right here, this one right here. So this fake breakout is telling us a lot that this level has not yet broken out from. As you can see, the market has created right here a strong bearish breakout candle, but immediately the market continue the rise. So the market right now is getting ready for another rally and getting ready also to revisit the same level of the support, which I believe personally, after some analysis I have done already, most likely the Euro USD is going to reverse right on that level, and we can keep the trade running until it hit the at least the peak of the resistance right here on 1.18820, which means we are aiming about 132 pips of profit. So let me now move to the 4-hour time frame. As we can see, my friends, right here exactly. Let me just be sure. Okay, this is better. Just make sure it's accurate as much as possible. Yes, perfectly fine. So it's very close actually. So let me just zoom out again. And yeah, I hate when I see the chart like this. So actually we can start buying the Euro USD right on 1.17478. And since we are relying on that strong support level, as I have mentioned, so our safe zone should be ranging just till the lowest level of the support, which means it's gonna be ranging for actually we can make it a little bit more, exactly like this. So it's gonna be ranging for about 44 pips only. There is our safe zone like that. And as I have mentioned, if the market has reversed on that level, oh boy, that's going to be awesome, because we are expecting the market to continue the rise until it hit the peak of the resistance at 1.18742, which means we are looking for about 132 pips of profit. So therefore, take profit level is going to be 1.18742. There goes your signal for the Euro USD for the remaining days of this week, and really hope it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Let's now take a look at the pound USD. Now for the pound USD, as we can see, the signal has also didn't go well. So let me now just get rid of the old one. And let's right now check what our options for the pound USD. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the pound USD in general is going for a bullish momentum, and we can expect to start buying the pound USD very soon. However, for the meantime, it's going to be bearish. I mean, for I think for today and maybe tomorrow, I think, because look at that. I'm on the daily chart right now, and right here we're having here another fake breakout has appeared. But however, we are relying more on this resistance level. Now, this price action is actually one of the trusted price actions for a reversal. Once I see this one, I know that I can start shorting the market. However, the short won't last forever. I mean, won't last for a long time. What we are expecting right now from the pound USD, that the pair actually might rise for another like 10 pips, reverses exactly on that previous resistance level, and then falls down all the way to the best level to start buying the pair. Actually, we can start buying the pound USD right when it reaches this support zone on 1.1376770. And of course, if we look at the support trend line, we can see that the market is moving in this strong bullish momentum. So therefore, and if we look also on the weekly chart, we can see that the market eventually gonna continue the rise. I mean, the market is obviously on a strong bullish momentum, and right now it's ranging on that resistance zone. And however, by seeing the price action, we can see that the market actually has respected the strong support level right here exactly. As you can see, my friends, on the weekly chart, this support level, this key support level on 1.37589 has been respected for several times. It has already created 2 attempts. We already have support number 1 and support number 2, which indicates usually a continuation in the rise. So therefore, we can expect from the pound USD eventually, by relying on that support zone right here, it's going to actually continue the rise and eventually breaks out from that long-term resistance on 1.42570. So again, we just need to wait for the right moment to start buying the pound USD. And if I'm not mistaken, the pound USD is gonna reverse exactly at this level. I mean, I don't want to give 2 signals, but however, I'm just telling you how I'm expecting for the pound USD to move. And by the way, I think personally I'm going to enter this trade as a scalping session, as a scalping trade, and just exit my trade right here when the market reaches the nearest support. So however, pound USD is going to reverse right here and then falls for another 80 pips before it's going to be valid for the another buy. However, let's now just identify where exactly we can start buying the pound USD. Now, after I have moved to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that right here Exactly, perfect. Right here, my friends, we had this strong key support level, and we had here another bullish breakout candle. So I believe that the market actually might reverse exactly right here and then goes down again, and this support level is gonna keep its position again as another support. That is exactly where we can start again buying the pair and keep the trade running at least till it hit the peak of the resistance at 398.45, which means we are looking for about 180 pips profit from this deal. However, I will give you more realistic targets. So anyway, we can start buying the pound USD at 1.37929. And the target, of course, my friends, as I mentioned, is going to be more realistic. So therefore, I'm going to set the peak of the resistance right here as my target, which means we are aiming 100 pips of profit. You know me, my friends, I don't like to keep the trades running for a long time, and I don't like to give big targets so the trade won't be lasting for a long time. I personally don't support that. I prefer always scalping. My whole channel is all about scalping, and I want to keep it this way. And by the way, this is, my friends, here your safe zone, which is going to be ranging for exactly 50 pips. Yeah, 50 pips only, and that should be fine. That should be enough. And there goes your signal for the pound USD, and hopefully it will work also very well and bring us lots of profits. Let's now take a look at the AUD USD. Now, of course, let me just delete the old signal. I mean, AUD USD is in general for the bullish, but however, we need to fix our entry because I don't think anymore that the AUD USD is valid for the buy right away. Let's now move to the daily chart. On the daily chart, you can see, my friends, that I told you last week that I'm relying on this setup right here, on this very strong support level. And I'm gonna stick to my words because, as we can see, the AUD USD is still ranging exactly on that support level. But however, there is a difference between entry and zone. The zone is like this. This is, my friends, a zone. This is what we call a support or resistance zone. So this is actually just an area that the price is going to be ranging for a while before it's going to finally continue the rise or the fall. However, the entry is a different story. I mean, the AUD USD is facing a very strong support zone right here on the price of 0.74599. However, now for the perfect entry, if I'm not mistaken, we need to look at the previous the strong key resistance level, which is exactly, by the way, right here. I'm just trying to move this one right here. Exactly. This was a perfect entry. This was actually the most perfect entry for the AUD USD I can imagine. Right here we are having the peak of the resistance level at 0.74130, and as you can see, once the market has made the bullish breakout from that level, the market actually has respected the same level and became a new support, not only once but twice. So we are having here a support number 2, and right now the pattern hasn't been finished yet. The AUD USD is still ranging on that level, and that's how the market usually behaves when it reaches a very strong levels. Once the market reaches a very strong level like that, it won't just reverse immediately. Most likely it will just be ranging till the bulls and bears, one of them is gonna, of course, fail, and eventually the price is gonna move in what we call a price explosion. So anyway, I don't want to go in long stories. However, by looking at the daily chart, we can confirm that the AUD USD is still moving in a bearish momentum for the meantime, but however, eventually going to continue the rise. We just need to find the perfect level to start buying the pair. And by looking at the lowest level of the support, just like that, that is going to be perfect. We can expect from the AUD USD, since we are right now on the 4-hour time frame, and right here we are having a resistance number 1, so it seems like the AUD USD is reversing on resistance number 2, so we just have to wait for the market to fall down again. And right here also, my friends, we are having a support number 1, and we are going to start buying the pair exactly once it reaches the level of support number 2. Since we are actually on a strong bullish momentum, we don't care for the resistance levels at all. Let's eliminate these and let's just focus on the support level, which has been also a strong key support level in the past as well. So therefore, we have to wait for the AUD USD to fall for another 30 pips before it's going to be valid again for the buy, which means AUD USD is good for the buy on 0.74270. And if we do that, we are expecting actually the market to continue the rise till it reaches the, let me just zoom, yes, exactly, the peak of the resistance at 0.75840. I mean, maybe this is the previous target if I'm not mistaken. As I mentioned, AUD/USD is really still good for the buy, but however, it's just not the right time. So maybe the entry was early. But however, as I mentioned, my friends, the news yesterday has actually changed the direction. And yeah, I want to show you this. 1 second. Let me just continue. Take profit level 0.785847. So yesterday, as we can see, the news has actually moved the market to go down all the way and reach the lowest level of the support. And immediately, as we can see, the market immediately, the next candle has reversed. That tells us that the market actually yesterday, after the strong movement upon the news, the market won't keep going down. I mean, the market won't keep moving in a bearish momentum. The market is eventually bullish. And this candle right here is nothing but a reaction of the news. However, the market right now is in the correction mode, and I believe we can expect another attempt right here for the support. But if you want the truth, and honestly speaking, I believe AUD/USD is going to continue the rise right away. There is a chance that the pair won't even reach the level what I have mentioned to start buying the pair. But however, just to keep everything safe for the members and for my followers, I always prefer to wait for another pullbacks instead of start to buying right away. So just, my friends, I'm telling you, it's just for your safety. But however, if you are really willing to take this trade, you can proceed and you can take it immediately if you are willing to. So let me just write for you the safe zone, just show it to you. The safe zone, of course, should be ranging just a little bit below that support level, since we are actually depending on it, which means our safe zone will be ranging for about 40 pips only. Let me just make it a little bit more, exactly like that. Just move this one right here and this one right here. And of course, now it's not 40, it's 50 pips only. Because of course, if we look on the left, we can see that right here we are having the last line, defense line, and I highly doubt that the pair is going to be ever able to reach this level. So anyway, there goes your signal for the AUD/USD, and hopefully it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. 1 second, hold on, my friends, hold on. Yes. Let's now look at the USD CAD. Of course, my friends, you have noticed I'm always pausing the video between each and every pair, because when I'm moving to the next pair, before moving to the next pair, I just need to make sure I'm analyzing it for one last time, just to be sure I'm giving you the right signal. So once I finish with the USD CAD, I will pause the recording, do some analysis for the USD/JPY just to be sure again, make a last revision, then resume recording. So that's my recording way. So anyway, as we can see, this is the signal for the USD CAD. It's still ranging inside the safe zone, but however, we need to identify now the best and the right level to start shorting the pair. Let me just get rid of the old signal. And let me just tell you something, my friends. Right now, as you can see, the USD CAD is actually moving in a bullish momentum. And this price action usually indicates a continuation, but however, not for so long. Most likely the USD CAD is going to continue the rise till it hit the peak of the resistance exactly right here on 1.25570. I believe this is going to be the best level to start again shorting the pair. Looking at this fake breakouts, which I actually really believe in, and I believe it's going to be the best level to start shorting the pair. Not to mention, my friends, I am on the daily chart, all right? So not to mention, of course, the strong resistance level right here that we had, which was previously a support as well. Let me just zoom out, and we cannot see anything actually. So this is actually gonna be, as I mentioned, the best level to start shorting the pair. We just have to wait for the USD CAD to rise for another 56 pips before it's gonna be valid for the buy. And I believe we can expect this to happen very soon, because if we look at the left, we can see that right now USD CAD is actually facing a strong support zone right here on 1.24946, and most likely today, by I think by afternoon time, the USD CAD is gonna actually finish the pullback, and right now we can expect from the market to rise all the way till it reaches 1.25570. That's gonna be the perfect level to start shorting the pair, and if that happens, we are actually expecting from the market to continue the fall till it reaches 1.23030. So with that being said, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame and just make sure of our entries. Now, as we can see, the market has already had right here a resistance number 1. So the market has already reversed on the level I was referring to. Sorry, I was referring to, not preferring. Sorry about that. So as you can see right here, let me just now drag this line a little bit more down, and exactly like that, by looking at the 4-hour time frame, I have identified the best level to start shorting. Now, as I'm telling you always, my friends, always and forever, on the daily chart we identify the direction. On the 4-hour time frame, or even 1-hour time frame, or even 30-minute time frame, we identify where exactly we can start buy or sell. Right now, we can expect from the USD CAD to rise for another 40 pips before it's going to be valid for the buy, the short, sorry. So therefore, sell USD CAD at 1.25404 at the peak of the resistance. And let me just tell you, the target will be actually, my friends, I just want to be more realistic as much as possible. So therefore, this is going to be my target right here. So we are aiming 168 pips profit from this trade. So the take profit level will be on 23716. And for the safe zone, of course, should be ranging just a little bit above that resistance level, since we are relying on it. So I really doubt that the market is ever going to be able to reach that level. So therefore, the safe zone will be ranging for about 53 pips only, which is actually fair enough. There goes your signal for the USD CAD, and hopefully it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Let's now take a look at the USD JPY. Now, regarding the USD JPY, I believe the signal is no longer valid for the short. I believe we should be looking for longing the pair. So let me just get rid of the old signal, and let's analyze this baby here together. So let me just tell you something, my friends. What we can see right now is that the USD JPY is moving in what seems like a bearish reversal. But however, it's not only about the pattern, it's all about the structure. Now, if I'm not mistaken, USD JPY is going to be good for the buy. Now we should be looking for longing the USD JPY. Now, some of you might think that this is actually a strong support level that we can start buying the USD JPY at, because right here, this was a strong key support level, and as you can see, the market has here created a bullish breakout candle, so we can definitely start buying the USD JPY exactly on that level of the previous support. So hoping that this support level is gonna keep its position as a support. Actually, that's true, and it might happen. But however, there is something actually worrying me, is this candle right here. This bullish breakout candle has actually appeared to be like a breakout of that level, but however, the market has immediately falls and didn't actually. So this support level did not actually keep its position as a support on the first attempt. What we can see right now is that the market has created another bullish breakout candle. Now we might actually be depending on this candle, but however, I just don't think that the USD JPY is going to reverse exactly on that support level right here on 110.430 for one single reason, is this price action. So from my point of view, I would say that the USD JPY would actually reverse exactly right here, a little bit lower than the entry that we were planning to, and I believe it might actually fall for another 15 pips before it's going to be valid for another buy. Because as I'm telling you, my friends, most likely the USD JPY is obviously moving right now in a very strong bullish momentum, and if we check the trends, the support trend line like that, and all I need to do is just clone it like this, and we can, yes, exactly like this, and yes, perfectly fine. We can confirm that the USD JPY is no longer running inside this channel, and right now it has actually made the breakout outside of the channel, so it's gonna actually continue the rise immediately after revisiting that support zone. But however, as our entry, our entry is not exactly on that support level. Our entry is going to be a little bit lower, which is going to be exactly on the support number 2, because from my point of view, this was the real resistance which has been broken out from, and right now we can see that the market has created right here a support number 1. Therefore, we have to wait for the USDJPY to create support number 2, and then exactly we can start buying the pair. So therefore, USDJPY is going to be good for the buy on 110.330. And the target, of course, my friends, since we are looking for the longing, we just going to be aiming the peak of the resistance right here on 111.121, which means we are aiming almost 80 pips profit from this deal. We can expect more by the way, but however, this is what the setup is providing us. And since we are depending on that support zone, my safe zone will be ranging for just for a few pips only. I think like, yeah, 27, and let me just make it 30 pips only. I don't think the USDJPY deserve more than this. I'm not humiliating the pair, but however, this is what the setup is providing us, so let's just stick to it. So there goes your signal for the USDJPY, and hopefully it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Now let's take a look at the USDCHF. Now, USDCHF signal is the only one which I'm going to keep almost the same, but however, I'm just telling you something, my friends, that the sell order right now is not running, of course, in profit. It's now ranging inside of the safe zone. However, if we look at the daily chart, we can confirm that actually the edge of the safe zone is honestly the perfect entry for another short for the pair. So by looking at the daily chart, we can see that right here clearly we had another fake, actually two fake breakouts have appeared from that resistance level of 0.92093. Now the market most likely is getting ready for another rally, of course, and to revisit again the same level of that resistance level right here, and there exactly we can start to short the USDCHF, and we can actually expect to make good profits from this deal. Now let me just move to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see it very clear, my friends, that this was actually the strong resistance level. As you can see, this is actually the strongest resistance level, in my opinion, not this one. So therefore, we can expect from the USDCHF to rise for another 30 pips before it's going to be valid for another short. So let me just change this one right here and just make it 0.92127. And let me tell you that we can start again shorting the pair exactly right here, and the safe zone should be ranging. Actually, my friends, was this? Yeah, it was still. Yes, it was still. So exactly like this, and this is gonna be about let me just make it 40 pips only, just to be sure everything is gonna be safe. Exactly like this, because we are depending on that strong resistance zone right here. So we can expect from the USDCHF to be ranging just a little bit above that strong key resistance level, which I have mentioned earlier. Now go back to the 4-hour time frame, and let me just tell you that we can start shorting the pair right here from that previous resistance. But however, the target will be changed right now. Is going to be the peak of the resistance on 0.90921, which means we can look for 120 pips of profit. So therefore, take profit level is going to be changed to 90921. Of course, my friends, we have to look also and concern the strong bearish trend that the market is moving on, is going surely on a downtrend, and therefore we can expect from the market to continue the fall all the way till it reaches at least the support level of 0.89314. But however, for the meantime, let's just look for this target, and let's aim to start shorting the pair right from that previous level of the resistance. So there goes your signal for the USDCHF, and hopefully it will work very well and bring us lots of profits. Now let's take a look at the gold. Now I actually have paid a lot of attention for the gold signal, because actually I think it's one of the most followed signal on my videos. Now let me just tell you something. The gold right now is going in profit, and we are right now running in approximately 90, almost I would say 100 pips of profit from my gold signal. However, it's very important to notice something right here. We right now, at the moment of recording this video, have actually reached the peak of the resistance level right here almost on 100, oh sorry, 1812. I'm expecting from the gold to be ranging inside this level. Let me just draw for you the zone exactly like this. So this is actually, my friends, right now a resistance zone. And the gold is actually ranging inside this zone for quite a long time. It has been ranging there for almost a week by now. And as you can see, look at the candles. Look, check, just study the candles, my friends. As you can see, the candles are not yet decided if it's going to be bearish or bullish. Look at that. The candles are just moving like that in a ranging mode. And that is what we call a consolidation mode. And if we look carefully on the 4-hour time frame, we can notice something right here, that the gold, I don't want to change the entry lines, but however, the gold actually has been ranging right above 1800. Look at that. This is exactly, my friends, 1800, and the market is actually ranging above that level. This resistance right here is actually below 1800. And pay attention to what happened in the past. Once the market actually has made the bullish breakout from 1800, which I have mentioned earlier to be the critical level for the gold, the market has immediately made the bullish breakout and kept rising all the way till it reached I think 2000 or 1916. However, now we can see the similar thing happening again. The gold right now is ranging above that zone, so now it's above 1800 again. It's above actually 1803, and right now it's on 1812. I believe with that, the gold is gonna keep its momentum and gonna keep the bullish momentum, and most likely is gonna continue the rise till it reaches our take profit level of 1141. Now, however, what we can do next with the gold is just keep the same signal, because as I mentioned, the gold is still ranging inside this consolidation, or actually this ranging mode, or in this neutral channel. So we can expect from the gold again to fall again. Maybe it will happen, and we can start buying exactly from the same level and keep the trade running, and hopefully it's going to reach eventually 1841. As I mentioned, as long as you are above 1000, keep the trade running. If the market falls below 1800, then we need to check something. Maybe I will make a deal of the day video or whatever. I will warn everyone on my free Telegram channel to close the trade, or we will see what we can do. But I'm telling you, as long as you are above 1800, you should be fine and keep the trade running. If you want another entry, I cannot give you another entry at all, because right now the market is ranging right here, so it's gonna be a gambling to give you any kind of entries. All I can do is, if you see the market falls down, you can just re-enter exactly on the same level where I have mentioned to start buying the gold on 1803, and then we can buy order again, place another buy order, and hopefully it's gonna reach our target. So there goes your signals, my friends, for the gold and the entire USD pairs for this week. And I believe also it's gonna be end up as a beautiful week. And again, I want to apologize for anyone who have lost his money on my previous signals on the other pairs. But however, my friends, I just explained to you that it was not really my fault what happened. Okay, I take of course maybe a part of the blame, but the signals were actually going in a profit. But however, the news has actually changed the direction. So anyway, I really hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.